Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly transaction tracking and paycheck budget closeout. This is for the third week of December 16th through the 22nd. I cannot believe that we are 3 days away from Christmas. I'm so ready for it to be here. What I'm not ready for is for my kids to be out of school for 2 weeks. If you're excited your kids are on Christmas break, let me get a Ric Flair. Woo! That's what I thought. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and get started. Got my highlighters here. First things first, my husband got paid this past week only, so he brought in his usual $1,300. Our Geico bill came out for $56.42. This was like the difference we had to pay between our 6-month plan and them saying that my husband never signed up for the Drive Easy program that I was already signed up for. So I didn't feel like calling and arguing with them about it, so we went ahead and paid that. On the 16th, my husband bought a pin for his hitch for his truck. That was an unbudgeted expense for $21.32. This week, or this past week, he did go to, it wasn't exactly the port in Jacksonville, but near the port in Jacksonville, and picked up something that we had shipped from China. We bought a skid steer. They're about $30,000 here in the U.S., and we got one like straight from China. It was like somewhere between 10 and 15 grand. After we paid for the attachments that we got, hence our credit card debt. Yes, we did. We put this skid steer on our credit card. So, long story short, that came in to the port this past week. So, my husband needed a pin for his hitch so he could hook the trailer that we rented up to his truck so that he could pick up said machine from the port. Our pet insurance came out for both of our dogs. That was $38 each. My husband got gas in his truck on his way to Jacksonville for the first time for $69. Our iCloud came out. I don't know why I keep calling it iCloud. It's not iCloud. It's Microsoft OneDrive. We have like a terabyte with Microsoft OneDrive, and it's $6.99 a month. Daycare came out for $140. Our groceries at Walmart this week were $188.74, so that was super under budget. I don't know if you guys have seen the commercial. I was like, I couldn't believe Walmart made this commercial. It was such a waste of time. Like, it was like a receipt comparison between like what prices are currently and what prices were like this time last year. And the difference was like 30 cents that you saved at Walmart right now versus last year. So I guess they're saying prices have gone down, but the difference was like 30 cents. I was like, did they really just make a commercial comparing prices showing you saved 30 cents from last year? Like, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Netflix came out for $16.79. My life insurance came out for $36.40. One of our Chase credit card minimum payments came out for $115. My husband got more gas 2 days later because he had to make a couple of trips to Jacksonville. The first trip, he got the attachments for the skid steer, and the second trip he picked up the skid steer. So he had to go to Jacksonville and back twice, or 3 times actually, because he had to take the trailer we rented back to Jacksonville. We couldn't drop it off near us. So he used a lot of gas this week. On the 19th, I got a bag of dog food and some toys for our dogs. PetSmart sent me a like scratch and win card for Christmas, and I won like 4,000 points. I forget what they're called, pet points. and that was $10. Like $10 I could use towards a purchase. And then I had $20 in gift cards that I had gotten for Duke and Rusty that my aunt gave me for Christmas for them. And then if you got DoorDash, same day delivery, you got $10 off your order if it was over $50. So like our normal $65 bag of dog food and like 6 toys came up to $55 on one. Like this was like easily an $85, $90 purchase. And this included the tip. It was great. I was so excited. On the 19th, we had to pay $56.93 to the cargo company since we weren't able to pick up the skid steer and the attachments the same day. They charged us for holding it over the weekend, which is really messed up because they delayed the shipping from New York. Like the container ship came into New York and, you know, they loaded it on the trailer or whatever to come to Jacksonville, like with a bunch of other things that were coming down south. And I guess they couldn't acquire a driver, which I understand because I have worked in the logistics business. So they're waiting on a driver to accept the load or whatever. And they pushed it out 2 days. Like it was supposed to ship Monday to come to Jacksonville and it didn't. So then it shipped Wednesday. And so that delayed it by like 2 days. So that made it so that we wouldn't be able to go back to Jacksonville, you know, back to back because of the weekend. So it was like the whole reason that the delay happened was on their part, but they charged us because we weren't able to pick everything up on Friday, even though they had a 2-day delay that messed us up. But, you know, they didn't care about that. They just needed us to pay for their delay. You know, I was so mad, but it's over now. We have everything here. I don't have to pay any more cargo fees, import fees, taxes, you name it, we paid it. My husband's cell phone bill came out on the 19th for $107. Yeah. On the 20th, I went to the vet and picked up my puppy's Simparica Trio for their heartworm and flea and tick meds. I also got gas on the 20th for $51.21. That night we had turkey and rice casserole, or turkey and rice soup is what it's called. But once it thickens up a little bit, it's kind of like a casserole. I don't know. It's delicious. Whatever it is. So I had to stop and get some smoked turkey meat from Sonny's. That was $10.64 for a ½ pound of smoked turkey meat. Our last Chase credit card came out for $82. Yesterday we did have McDonald's. Our oven is finally fixed. We were waiting on the repairman to come yesterday. And I told my boy that if he didn't make it by a certain time, we were just going to go ahead and go to McDonald's that day. So he did make it in time. I just didn't feel like cooking, so we went ahead and went to McDonald's. But it was a good low spin for eating out. It was only $26.16, and that was for everyone but my husband. Today, my son's flecainide script came out. I'm glad I called when I did because they said FedEx isn't delivering on Friday, which is usually when they deliver his medicine. So they did deliver it today. We got it a day early, but at least we won't have to drive to Jacksonville and pick it up. That was $49.33, and then I did move $48.57 from our savings account into our checking account just because I was worried about the U-Haul purchase coming through and overdrafting our account. We do have a line of credit that protects our account if, you know, it's overdrawn, and we have a savings account, so I just don't like the way that looks. But the U-Haul transaction hasn't come out yet, so that leaves us with $129.48 for this pay period. Okay. So, now, the paycheck closeout. My husband's pay was $1,300. We rolled over $87.08, and then the only other income we had was the $48.57 that I moved from our checking account. I mean, from our savings account. So, that equals $1,435.65. Daycare came out for $140 as expected. Geico was $56.42. Chase number 1 was $82. Chase number 2 was $115. I had mixed up with the other one, I guess. My husband's cell phone was $107. Storage was $6.99. Netflix was $16.79. And my life insurance was $36.40. Oh, excuse me. $56.42, $82, $115, $107, $6.99, $16.79, $36.40. $560.60. Minus our income, that leaves $875.05. My son's prescription did come out because they shipped it early. $49.33. How much gas did we get? 69 plus 73.08 plus 51.21 is 193.29. I remember saying in my last video that gas, 200 for gas was too much, and then this week we used 200. Like, I just didn't anticipate like the gas going to Jacksonville to pick up this machine. But we did good for groceries. 188.74 plus 10.64 is 199.38. Eating out, we did good too. 26.16. Household, we had nothing. Pets, we had 38 plus 38 plus 55.01 plus 68.25. 199.26. Kids, we had nothing. Blow money, we had nothing. And unbudgeted, we had 21.32 and 56.93. 78.25. Alright, let me add this up. Alright, 49.33 plus 193.29 plus 199.38 plus 26.16 plus 199.26 plus 78.25 is 745.67 minus our leftover amount leaves 129.38. Okay, so that leaves 129.38. We didn't get anything for any of our sinking funds. We didn't pay anything for extra debt. So that's just a rollover of 129.38, which is, once again, 10 cents less than I say I should have, but I'll reconcile that at the end of the month, I'm sure. It's probably like that interest charge that I did or didn't account for somewhere. I don't know what I did. Oh, I got 2 sick babies here. My 3-year-old and my 7-year-old both have a cold right before Christmas, so I hope you I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you're ready for Christmas and are going to be caught up in the last minute hustle and bustle of getting things for your loved ones. I'm going to go ahead and do my next video, which is going to be my paycheck setup for the 4th week of December, and I will see you guys there. Bye.